Hello and welcome to Pepin Reacts, and on today's episode, I'm reacting to Reddit, particularly r/sex and this thread right here. So the title is, FWB, Friends with Benefits, does not want me to see anyone else. Fair? Pretty intriguing right there. So the question is, if your friends with benefits wants a monogamous relationship, is that fair? Is it not fair? Let's find out. So my friends with benefits brought up the topic of seeing other people yesterday. He would like for me to only have sex with him and no one else, so he can do me without protection. So that's a little strange right there. So he wants, that's a very weird reason. So he wants her to be monogamous, to not have sex with other people, just so that he can fuck her raw dog. Now, that's fine, I guess, but then the question is he's fucking other people? Because if he's fucking other people, then what that means is he might be infecting her with something, so he gets no risk, and then she gets all the risk. So that's not that great, but let's continue. He doesn't want the risk of bringing anything home. Okay, makes sense. I wonder if he's married, because if he's married or in a relationship, then maybe that's part of the reason. I'm not looking for anyone else right now, but just wondering if this is common or fair. So I definitely wouldn't say it's common. I mean, just based off the reading, because the idea of a friends with benefits relationship is not having monogamy. Like it's not necessarily mutually exclusive having a friends with benefits relationship and it being, say, monogamous, but it's not common because people use these sorts of relationships to avoid monogamy. You can have sex with this person, you can have your hookup, but then you can have sex with other people. So that's kind of the point in a lot of ways. I mean, not necessarily all the time. I mean, it's conceivable you could have an arrangement with a monogamous friends with benefits relationship, and the idea is you want to have a consistent, safe person to have sex with, but you don't want to pursue the relationship any deeper. It's just you guys are friends, not romantically involved, no chance of kids, wedding, or deep staring into each other's eyes. But that's still kind of not common, but doesn't mean it can't exist. But I think so far on the fairness side, it's the one-way street, and him being exposed to very little to no risk, and you being exposed to a lot of risk. That seems kind of strange. He's an older man in his 40s, and says, based on his experience, single partner arrangements work best. Okay, so that's seeming to imply that it goes both ways, because if it's he single partner and then she single partner, then that's not, like, I can see the reasoning behind that if the fear is disease. So I think that would make sense. He's older with more life experience, so I guess I implicitly trust him. Okay? But obviously, the imbalance here is that he is not monogamous with me, but wants me to be with him. See, that's where it's weird, because you're accepting a lot there. Because you're accepting that he could bring something to you, but that you won't be bringing anything to him, as far as diseases. And if you want to do that, that's fine, if you accept that risk, but I suppose it's the differentiation in the value. So he really values remaining STI free, but she may not, and maybe that makes it okay. I mean, the alternative is, both people have sex with other people, and they potentially bring stuff to each other if they have unprotected sex. So it reduced STIs, I guess, in that kind of sense, if one person refrains from sex with other people, but still, it's a little bit strange. I would probably disagree with this arrangement. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's still a little strange. My gut feeling is I'm on board with this arrangement for now. Thoughts? I mean, if you're okay with it, you're okay with it. I mean, if you're already in that state of you're not having sex with anyone else, and then he's having sex with other people and you, well, then the arrangement's not terrible, because it's just the default state of being right now. I mean, all it's doing is securing his reduction in STIs, but even then, it's still kind of strange. He's asking, particularly for you to not have sex with other people, because this is a friends with benefits relationship, not a monogamous relationship. I mean, he's trying to make it monogamous in a way, or she's trying to make it into like an open monogamous open, one-sided. How do you put this? It's kind of like when someone wants an open relationship, but they don't want the other person to see people. So they want it to be open for themselves, but not the other person. And that's just kind of strange. So I think there is maybe not advice I could give, but, if you're down with it, do it. I mean, you're already in that state right now where, he's having sex with other people and you aren't, but there's something that's changed for that situation. But maybe I would renegotiate it. So if this is his actual concern, is STIs, say, well, I'm very concerned with STIs myself. So if you're having sex with other people, I need to make sure that you are being safe. So it's okay if we have sex unprotected, but I want to make sure you're having sex protected because this could affect me. I will have sex with people protected as well. And that way we can save ourselves. Or you can say, okay, well, I'm okay having this arrangement here, monogamous, friends with benefits, but it has to go both ways because otherwise, how's it really serving me? Wait, what's in it for me exactly? So you get all the benefits to it and I don't get any benefits. And it's not to say that all kind of arrangements like this have to be beneficial for both parties. There's compromise, or there's like, hey, you want this, I don't really care, so whatever, let's do it. I mean, it doesn't always have to be like that. So I think it depends on yourself, if you're okay with the default state and restricting yourself, or if you're not okay with it, because the only issue is once you make an arrangement like this, it's hard to go back. If you say, yeah, that's okay, but then, you change it to say, I really want to have sex with other people, it's kind of hard to renegotiate that contract or that implicit contract you made with the person. So what I would say is probably renegotiate. Say something like, well, then you have to stay monogamous too. Or say, well, how about this? We can have sex with other people, but we just have to use protection. That way it can save the sensual, condomless vibe that we had together. So that's my answer to that question. Hope it was helpful. And as always, react well.